So let me begin with the classes as you can watch the recorded classes as well. So first of all, Abhinandan, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then let's continue with the class. Okay. So
Sure.
today basically we'll be learning four important concepts. One is branches, rebase, merge and squash, cloning and forking, difference and what is a pull request. And also we'll be learning what is how to do cloning, pushing, as well as pull request. All these things. Mainly, let's start with branching. Okay, something which is very important. I hope yesterday's concept is clear. So let me start directly. I hope my screen is visible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, my terminal, everything is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So let me go back to the folder that we were working on. That is first desktop, and then let me get into uh, test folder, and then ls. Okay. So let's start with something called as branching. First, let me explain you why is this branching required or what is this concept of branching and where is it used in the industry. Okay. So as you already know that we have a default branch. So what is this default branch called as? This default branch is called as the master branch, isn't it? So how do you name? How will you get to know whether it's known as master or not? So when you give git branch over here, when you give git branch, you were getting master, but we have changed the name for now. It's main now. How did we change the name? It's using git branch minus m, and then we can do it master also. Okay, but for now, let us keep it as main itself. So you know that GitHub is already giving us with the default branch called as master, or you can also name it as main. There is no problem. Both are same. Okay, this is the default branch which is given by GitHub itself. So this is the line that you can represent it as. Okay, now for example, this is me. Okay, so I was working on this particular file, which is now called as new, isn't it? I was working, I've done changes, and what will I do? Obviously, I'll do the commit. So this will be my first commit, which I'll name it as C1. Okay, next what happens? My senior, okay, my senior says, Pratiksha, this particular mistake is that, or add this feature, add a feature to this new file. Okay. For example, this was your phone which you're building. So now your senior is saying you to add a feature called as pause button. Once again, let me take music player itself, not phone. Let us consider music player as only our app that we are making. And my senior has told me to now work on a feature called as pause button. Okay. So what will I do? I have two options. Either I can change the same existing file that I have. I can start doing changes in this itself. Okay. The new file that I have, right? The file which I was working on earlier. I can do changes in this and then I can do commit. Then I can commit on the same branch. But just imagine while doing the work, later on when you look at the logs, right? History, you can see all the history, which will be for each and every changes that you're doing, you are committing. Okay, for each and every changes, you'll keep on committing the changes on the same branch, isn't it? Then what happens? Obviously, your git log, when you do git log, right, there will be thousands of lines that will be coming later on. When you're working on bigger project, obviously logs you will keep on creating. So that's the reason why, in order to avoid this confusion or in order to make it more clear and simpler, to make your master branch more simpler and clearer, what will I do as a developer is I will create a new branch. From this particular point, I will create a new branch. Okay. So what will I call this branch as? I can name it anything. For now, I'll name it as hello. Okay. Hello is my branch. Hello is my branch. Before it was master and main, now it's hello. So what will I do? My senior had told me to do add pause button, isn't it? Add pause button to the this one. Uh, project. So what will I do? I will create a new branch in which I'll now start committing my changes. So what will I do? The new branch will contain this copy, okay? So the new branch has been created from here. So before to that, whatever commits were there, whatever files were there, everything will be accessible in the new branch. So now what will I do is in this new branch, I'll do the changes in new file. In this file itself, I'll do changes. That is, I'll add pause button and I'll check if it's working or not. If it's working, everything is fine. What will I do? I will commit it into this branch. Okay. So here is my commit. Let's call it as C2. Okay, so this is my commit. Again, if something else is told by my senior, I'll do the changes over here and only commit it. Okay, this is where I'm committing it. I'm committing all the changes into new branch. Later on, when the senior says, okay, now everything is fine, do one thing. Whatever you have done over here, just get it back to your main branch. So what will you do? If senior has agreed for your changes, you will just merge these changes. Okay, this is where you merge the changes. That is, you bring all these commits back into your master branch. But there are different ways to get back this commit. Okay, you have three different ways. Just give me a minute. Okay, there are three different ways. One is rebase, then you have something called as merge, then you have something called as squash. Merge and squash or squash merge. Okay, or just squash. You have three different ways to get back this branch, hello branch, into your main master branch. I'll be showing you live demo how we are doing it and everything. Okay. Okay, so what was this branch? This was your separate line of development where you have done some changes, that is development in your project, and then you have committed all those changes. So later on, you can even merge it. There are three ways to where you can bring this commits or this branch may back into your master branch. What are the ways? Rebase, then you have merge, then you have squash. Now, before understanding what is this rebase, what is this merge, and what is this squash, let us understand or let us look into how do we create branches. Okay, let me get into my workstation. Okay, okay, let me get into my this one. Now, when I do git branch, right? You have already seen when I do git branch, I only have main branch, isn't it? So let me do one thing. Let me create a new branch. How do we create it? Can you see me? Abhinandan? Abhinandan, am I audible?
Uh, yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let me show you how do we create a new branch. So how do we create a new branch? Git branch and just give the branch name. Now, for example, I need a branch called hello. Okay, you can give any name, but if you are working on a particular project, for example, if I'm working on a music player, then I can give music player 2 branch, second branch, something like that. Okay, give a relevant name. Okay, for now, for example, let's just take hello branch. Now let me give git branch. How do you check what are the different branches that you have? That's okay. Even if it's wrong, you can say me. What is a command to check the different branches that you have? To check what are the branches that you have? Abhinandan,
Sorry, ma'am, what did you say?
how do you, what is a command to check what are the different branches that you have? What is a command?
Can you tell me?
Okay, no problem. Git branch is a command, okay? That's it. So when you do git branch and then give enter, you will get to know what are the different branches you have. You have hello branch, which was just now created by us, and then you have something called as main branch. Okay, now let's do one thing. Let's get into our hello branch. Okay, git How do we get into our new branch? That is git checkout minus, sorry, not minus, git checkout and the branch name. Hello is my branch name. So I'll just give git checkout branch name. It's simple, okay? You'll just have to use checkout word over there. Now where am I? See, it is saying that you are switched to hello branch. Now let's give git branch and see where am I? Where is my head pointing to? Now my head is pointing to hello. Let's do one thing. Let's do changes over here, okay? So what can we do changes? Let's open our new file. So new is already there. You remember, right? So new is there. When I do ls, new is there with me, okay? New file is already there with me. So in the same file, I'll be doing changes, okay? So I'll just do some changes and save it. When I do some changes and save it, okay, there is a warning. That's okay. No problem. Now let's see git status. What is this git status? It's used to check the status of your repository. So you can see that there is a this one warning saying that there is a modified new file. So what? How do we add it? How do we stage it? We just give git add and then space and dot, isn't it? This is where we are staging the changes. After that, you can also commit the changes. Git commit minus m and then give any message. Okay, in the new in the hello branch changes done. I'll just do this and I'll give enter. And now I can see git status and I can see that there is nothing to commit. Working tree is clean because I have done all the commits. So there is nothing to commit anymore, isn't it? So this is how we do all the changes and merge it. Now if I do git branch, so where am I? Once again, I'm in hello. So let me go back to main git checkout main. Okay. So now where am I? Switch to branch main. Git branch if I give, I know that I'm there in main now. Okay. So now when I'm in main, can I see the changes what was done in hello branch? So I did the changes in hello branch, isn't it? In hello branch, in new file, I've done the changes. Let's see if it is visible over here in the main branch. See, there is nothing visible. So whatever changes you did in that particular branch, the older branch, that is hello branch, nothing is there in this particular file because it's not yet applied. How will you apply it? It is using, as I have shown you in the diagram, how will you bring these changes? How will you bring these changes back into this? Using either rebase, either merge or squash and merge. So now that you know how to create a branch and how to check out or how to get into that branch and do changes, now let me get into something in depth. I hope you got it right. Any doubt so far?
Yes, no doubt.
Okay, you have got how to create a branch and how to get into that branch and everything, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now let me explain you what is this rebase and what is a squash and what is merge. I'll be explaining you using a diagram itself. So first of all, I was in my master branch or main branch. Okay. So what did I do now? Here one commit was already there. Here lots of commits were there already, isn't it? We have done it yesterday and day before yesterday. C3. These are the different commits that we have done already. Now what did I do? I've created a new branch. What is this branch called as? Hello branch. So what I've done is I've just created a new branch. Sorry. I've just created a new branch called, okay, let it be hello. Okay. I've just created a new branch called as hello. Over here somewhere you think I've created it. Okay. Now, what did I do here? I have done one of the commits. C4 is done over here. Now, whatever commit is over here, it's not shown in main, right? So how will I get this commit into main? There are three options as I told you. One is rebase, one is merge, and one is squash. Remember this. It's better you remember this because in interview, if you say you're good at Git and GitHub, they will ask you this question. What is difference between merge, rebase, and squash and merge? Okay. So now I'll explain you what is merge. Just merge. Merge is basically whatever changes you have done over here, it will just come and sit in this line. On this line is going to sit, okay? Only one change commit I had done. So only that one commit is going to come and sit over here. And along with that, an extra commit will also come and sit, okay, which is C5, which will only have a message saying that merge of hello branch merged or something related to that. Okay, it is just saying that we have merged a branch called as hello. That's it. One extra each time you do a merge of this particular branch, right, into your main branch, C4 will come. Along with that, an extra merge will also come. Extra commit will also come, which will have a commit message of hello branch merged. Later on, you can do what? You can just delete this particular, you can just delete this particular, this one, commit or branch. Okay, you can just delete this particular branch. Now, whatever you had done changes in that particular thing that is in your hello branch, that will be visible over here. C4 is also coming. Along with that, an extra commit is coming saying that you have merged the branch. This is what is merges. Okay, this is what is merges. Okay, this is what is merges. Now let me explain you what is rebase. The same example. You had C1, C2, C3 in your main branch. Okay, then what did you do after C3? These are the commits that you had on the main branch. After that, what did you do? You created a new branch called as hello. In hello, you have just created something called as C4. Okay, consider you have also created another commit called as C5. Now, when I do rebase, right, I'll show you how to do rebase also in live demo also. I'll show you a demo of that. But when you do rebase, right, when you specify, when you say git that you want to rebase this hello branch into main branch, if you want to rebase, the word itself says that you are creating a new base, rebasing. Right, so what happens? This entire commit history that is there in your hello branch will come and sit in this place. Okay, will come and sit over here. That is C4 will come. Along with that, C5 will also come. And then later on, you can yourself delete this branch because it's nowhere required again. Okay. No extra commit will come. Here an extra commit had come saying that you have merged. It's saying the user in the log that you have merged something. Here nothing comes. Just a simple straight line comes. Okay, remember this. And one more I forgot to say you. In merge, right? Whenever you do merge, based on time merging happens. Here no timing is seen. What I mean by timing is, for example, consider your master branch again or main branch. I mean main branch. Okay, consider your main branch or master branch again. You had done commits over here, C1, C2, C3. After C3, what did you do? You created a new branch called as hello, isn't it? In hello also you have done C4, then you did C5. Here you did C6, and somewhere over here you have done C7. So when you merge, right, merge changes, here you have done C8. So when you merge, right, when you basically merge, how does your master branch actually look like? When you just give merge, then it will look like this. C1, C2, C3, then you first did C4, right? So C4 will come and sit here. Then you did C6. So C6 will come and sit here. Then you did C5, right? Whatever commits you have done later will come and sit according to that itself, okay? And it lasts an extra commit, okay? C extra, I'll give it as an extra commit saying that you have merged. Whereas rebasing is not like that. If the same thing, if you had rebased, what would happen? You would have main, and rebasing would happen on its own. C1, C2, C3, C6, C7. So whatever is there in the main will be there first. And then the complete thing will get come and sit over here on the branch. So it will be C4, C5, and C8. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If any doubt you have, please do let me know. Okay, no problem. I'll let you know. Okay, next is something called as squash and merge, right? So once again, you have your master or main. You have done some changes, C1, C2, C3. Then you have created a new branch called hello. Here also you have done some changes, C4, C5, C6, C7, C8. What happens when you give squash and merge? Squash, as the word suggests, squash, you are going to squash all these into one single commit. So all these are going to come here as a single commit called as C9. Or you can name it numbering. I am not specific over here, but a single commit will be coming over here. Okay, I'll name it as C9. Okay, all these commits will get squashed into one single thing and then come and sit over here. Okay, this is how your squash and merge looks like is. Okay, I hope you got the difference between the three, right? So basically what happened over here in rebase, rebasing happens. In merge, normal merging happens based on time. Over here, it is complete squashing and then merging at the end. This is what is squash and merge. This is what squash and merge looks like. Okay, now let's see live demo, okay, of how all these things are working. Okay, let me show you how it's actually working. So, okay, where am I right now? I'm in main branch, isn't it? So let me do one thing. I've not done any rebasing or anything like that so far. So whatever is there in hello, you saw that in main, when I came to main, nothing is visible now in the file, right? Whatever changes I've done. First, let's see git log. Okay, let's see how our log looks like right now. Git log, if I do, see, this is what my log looks like. So what is the latest log that I have? Added skip button into the file, right? So this is the lit. And one more I wanted to say you, there is a shortcut as well. So when you do git log, right, you can give this one. When you give this attribute, right, you can easily see, okay, sorry, one line, okay, git log and then ONELINE, one line. When you do this, right, you can see all the logs just in one single line. Instead of looking at all these, which is confusing, you can see everything. See how many logs are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 logs are there. Added skip button is our latest log. Okay, and our head is at main is what it's saying us. Okay, so now let's merge. Okay, let's merge what? Let's merge hello branch. How do we merge it? Simple. Always remember whenever you're merging something into something. So right now, what am I doing? I'm merging hello branch into my main branch. So that's the reason why I'll have to make sure that I am in my main branch. So I'm in my main branch. Now I'll merge hello. How do we merge hello? Just merge. Git merge and then just give hello. Hello. That's it. Okay, see. Now updating and fast forward it has done. So fast forward merge has happened. Okay, now let's see what are the log. What is the log that we have got? Git log, if I do now, sorry, let's go do the single line one only. Git log, one line. Okay, see. So what has happened? Added skip button. After that, we have got something called as this. Whatever commits we have done earlier, right? We have got it over here. Okay, this is fast forward merge. That's the reason why you haven't got an extra commit over here. Okay, fast forward merge, because there was no conflict or anything like that. So that's the reason why you have got a fast forward merge. Okay. So now let's take another example. I think, okay. So whatever, now what can I do? I can delete my hello branch. There is no need of hello branch again now over here. But let's take another example where I'll be doing some changes and merging it back. So for that, let me create another branch. Git branch, and just create another branch called Apple. You can name it anything. So now when I see what are the different branches that I have, Git branch, if I do, I'll get to know there are 3 different branches. I can delete hello. And one more, how do we delete a branch? It's using git branch minus d and then name of the branch. Okay, that's it. This is a simple way to delete a branch. Now if I do git branch, I can see that my hello branch is deleted. Okay, I hope this is clear. Now, what will I do? Let me get into my Apple branch. Git checkout, Apple. Okay, once I get into my Apple branch, now let me see. Let me open new and do changes over there. Okay, let me open new and do changes. Hello there, how are you? And save it and then close it. Okay, let me get back. Let me add all these changes and let me commit also. Git commit minus m and then new file changed in Apple branch. Apple branch. After this, what will I do? Sorry. Okay, then I'll give enter. Okay, there was a mistake. Git commit minus m and then new file changed in, that's okay, Apple branch and then enter. So I have done the commit. Now let me get back into my main branch, git checkout main. And in main, let me do again some changes. Okay. What will I do changes is your branch is ahead of origin main by 2 commits. Okay. So what will I do changes over here is I just give status. Okay. So there is nothing to comment. The working tree is clean. So now when I give this one, right? Let me open new once again over here also. Open new. Open new. And then let me see what are the changes. Are those changes visible? No. So let me do some changes over here also. Let me add some more lines. Added some more lines. So there is a conflict now. There I had removed all these lines and added something else. Here I've done something else. So let me now add these changes. Git add and then dot git commit minus m and then in main branch changes done. Okay, then enter. Then let me do one thing. Now let me try to merge the Apple branch into main branch. So what will I do? Git merge Apple. That's it. And enter. See, there is a conflict now. Okay, automatic merge failed. So we'll have to fix conflict. How did we do yesterday? In the case of the same thing, it is over here. Just remove these header, whatever notations you have got, just remove these. Okay, this is what I had done in hello branch, Apple branch. Okay, I'll just remove this. I just want to keep all these lines. So that is why I've kept it and then Control S. Okay, after Control S, now let me add these changes and commit it. So how do I add it? Git add Okay, there is no need to add also. Let me just see the status, how it's looking. Okay, let me add the changes now. Git add. Okay, then git commit minus m. So I'll give the commit as anything. New branch. An extra commit is coming over here. Okay. Now if I see log, one line, see, you have got in main branch, changes were done, new files, changes were also done, and an extra commit also it has taken. Okay, this is what merge is. Next, let's go for rebasing. How do rebase look like? Git branch. I have Apple branch, so let me go back to check out Apple. Let me get into Apple and let me open new and do some changes over there, 2 to 3 changes, commits or anything like that. So hello there. Just so much I'll do and I'll show you how rebasing is happening. Okay, I'll just go back. Git add, git commit minus m, changes done, enter, and then I'll go back to my main branch. I'll just check out into my main branch and then git rebase. And then what is the name of the branch? Apple. That's it. Okay. So now there is a conflict again. So you'll have to resolve the conflict. So you'll have to go back to the this one. So resolve all the conflicts that you're getting manually. Okay, just removing all these annotations. That is what you do in resolving conflicts. Okay, remove all these annotations and then Control S. And then what you do is you just go here and then git add and then git commit minus m, new changes added. Okay, now if you see git log minus minus one line, so all the changes will be there, like logs will be created in this way. You will get to know the difference when you have multiple commits done in main as well as branch. You can check this out later. Okay, so the main difference what I wanted to explain you guys was here. When you have multiple commits in this and you are committing over here and also someone is committing on this branch, then there will be a difference. You can see the difference between rebase and merge. Okay, when you have single commits done, there won't be any difference much because the same one commit is coming and sitting over here in the main line. But when you have multiple commits being done on this line also and this line as well, that is when you can see the difference between squash, merge, and rebase. In rebase, what happens? The entire thing comes after whatever has been done over here on this line. In merge, what happens? In between it sits all the commits, isn't it? Based on time. Whereas in this one, squash, everything comes together as one and then sits over here. So that is what the difference is. You can check this out by yourself. You got to know the command that is used for merging, squashing, and rebasing. So now let's go to the next concept. That is, I hope you got to know, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So squashing, merging, and rebasing is done. Next, we had to learn. So we have finished with rebase, merge, and squash. Next is cloning and forking. This is something which is very important. So far, you have got to know how to push your changes into GitHub, isn't it? So how to push the changes into GitHub? What was the command that you were using? It was git push origin and then main, isn't it? So when I do this, all my changes used to get pushed over there into GitHub. So now I can just get into this testing folder, repo, I mean, sorry, repo. I can get over here and see that all my changes will be committed. 13 commits are there. There also there were 13 commits. Here also there is 13 commits. Okay. So new branch merged. I've got all the commits over here. Now, let me show you something which is very important. This was all about how you are doing using Git to push it into your into your GitHub profile. Let's go for something. Okay, usually in GitHub is basically mainly used for open source contributions, right? So what is this open source contribution? What does it mean by open source contribution? Basically, it's nothing but you have someone else done their projects and they have publicly release the project code. Okay, the source code and everything is there publicly available in GitHub. So what you as a user of GitHub can do is you can contribute to their project. Okay, that is, you can help them in get bringing up the project or making it better. So for example, I'll just search a random repository right now because it is just a demo. Let's just go for this itself. Okay, let's just go for this itself, or anything you can take. I'll just go for this. Okay. Now, how can I get this into my GitHub profile? So right now, this one, which is there, right? It's there in someone else's. Somebody called as Android is the name of the repository that they've created. And they have this in their GitHub. Okay. So what will I do is I can directly push the changes into their repository. Okay. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to fork their repository into my GitHub. So what is this forking is? So basically what I'm saying is, see, let me explain you what this forking and cloning is first, then let me show you the demo. Okay, so what is this forking and cloning? See, basically this is your GitHub. This is GitHub, okay, which is a server publicly available for everyone to commit and do changes. Someone else have created a project, Android project, okay, and it's open source. Open source is all the codes are visible to you publicly. That's the reason why it's open source. This is there in GitHub publicly. But remember, someone else will not allow any random person to directly push changes into their repository. Because if I'm a scammer, if I'm someone who doesn't even understand what Android is, and I just type something coding, I do some coding, random coding, and then try to push it, if it gets pushed, don't you think the project will get corrupted? So that's the reason why GitHub is clever enough to not allow you to push directly the changes. Okay. So before you push, it will ask you, you can push it, but it will ask the user of this owner of this repository, right? Whether he wants to pull it into his repository or not. So it's completely on this owner, on the project's owner. So if I push some changes, I can't push it directly. I'll say you how to push it. Okay, if I push some changes, the owner has the rights whether he will take it or not. So that is called as pull request. So okay. So when you can't directly push the changes. You'll have to create a pull request. I'll show you where this pull request comes. Okay, you'll have to create a pull request. So pull request is basically you are requesting the owner of this project to check whatever you have done and decide whether he wants to pull it into his repository or not. So that is what is pull request. Then the owner of this checks whatever code you have written. And if he feels, okay, this is great one, then he'll accept the pull request and put those changes into his repository. But now the question is, what is this pull request and how do we create one? For that, what you will have to do first is somebody else's project, you will have to get into your GitHub repo. Okay. You will have to get it into your repo GitHub profile. GitHub account. You'll have to get it into your GitHub account. This is there in someone else's GitHub account. So first get this project into your GitHub account. How do you do this? You do forking, Forking. You fork whatever repository was there in someone else's account into yours. That is when you get the same Android project into your account is. Okay. When you fork somebody's account, that is when you get that into your account. Only then you'll be able to easily push and do all the changes using your local Git, PC Git. Okay, you can push the changes as well as pull the changes, do any kind of changes, because it is only affecting what copy you have. It's not affecting their copy. Okay, because it's there in your GitHub profile now. You're not directly doing anything into their profile. It's something that you're doing in the projects folder that is there in your account. Okay. So this is what is called as forking. Forking is basically whatever is there in their account, right? You are getting that copy into your GitHub profile. Okay, that is what is called as forking. Now you can do all the changes like I've shown you earlier. You can do all the changes. Okay, now you have first step you have done is forking. That is you have bought the project into your GitHub account. Now how will you get this into your local PC, isn't it? Whenever you are doing, see here, this folder you had, sorry, here, whatever changes you have done so far or whatever work you have done so far, so whatever work you have done so far, you had a copy of the project, isn't it? Test, where is it? Test. So in the same way, how will you get this project which is there in your account into your local PC? How will you get it? That is the question now. So that is done using cloning. Okay, this is your PC where you have Git installed. Now you will be able to get this into your PC using something called as clone option. Let me show you these two methods, these two lines in demo. Okay. So let me go back to GitHub. I've got somebody's Android project. So what will I do is I'll first create a fork. I'll just click on fork. Only so much you'll have to do. You'll just have to go to this one and click a fork. Okay. So I already have the fork. So let me just give view existing forks. See, I already have the fork in my this one. Or else let me do one thing. Let me go take another project and then do it. Okay. So I'll take Android, another project itself, and then show you how it's done. So let me go for this one now. Okay, let me get into that folder. Okay, project folder. And then here I have something called as fork. See, 3.4K people have already forked and they have also rated this. So I'll just fork it. Don't do it randomly, okay? They will be getting to know. So I already have so I'll make it as Androids and then I'll just create a fork. Okay. Once I create the fork, it'll be taking into my GitHub profile. See now, this Androids is there inside my profile now. Okay, the same project, the copy of the same project is there inside my profile now. So whatever changes I do, it will be stored in my profile, not in theirs. Now, as I've shown you how forking is done, just with a simple click, isn't it? Now let's see how cloning is done. Cloning is basically from your GitHub profile, you are getting it into your PC, local PC. How will I do it? Simple once again. Go back. You have the code over here. Copy this code. Okay, copy this code like you were doing it in the earlier this one. Copy that and then get back into your terminal. Okay, get back into your terminal and then just give git clone. First, let me go get into my desktop. Let me not do this folder, get that folder into my test folder. Let me go out. Okay, this is the command to get out one folder out. Okay, let me now clone. How do we clone? Git clone and then Control Shift V. The command, that is the URL. That's it. So now that particular project folder which was there in my profile is there in my desktop. You can see it, right? This is the folder that I cloned right now. All the files, everything is there. Everything will be visible. See, okay. Now, let me show you. Let me go back to the diagram that I had shown earlier. See, forking is done. Cloning is done. Now, whatever changes I do, I should push it also, right? Let us do some changes and push it. Let us do some changes. Okay, let me get into that folder first. Androids. Oh, sorry. It's Androids. Okay. CD. Androids. Okay. Now ls if I give, let me do some changes in one of the files somewhere. Let me do changes in readme only. Okay. Readme.md. I'll just do changes in this and I'll just submit it. Okay. Android repository. I'll just add a single, what, something like a dot, because I don't want to do any major changes because it's not mine. That's the reason why. Okay, now I'll have to do git add, the normal same thing. Git commit -m, just testing. If I do and give enter, it's done. Now git status, if you check, see everything is clear. Now what do you do? Git push and one more. See, let's see what is a remote origin link that is there. See, you did not even create a link. When you cloned, right, automatically it is linked to your androids.git folder, which is there in your GitHub. Okay. So now I can directly push it. Git push origin, origin main. Okay. I'll just push the changes. Fail to push some reference to Git. Okay. Git. Okay. It's master. Sorry. I missed it. Git push origin master, because we have not renamed it this time. So we'll have to give git push origin master. See, now everything has got pushed. Now let's go back into our GitHub. Okay, let's refresh this. So whatever changes we had done, it must be coming over here. It's loading. Okay, see. Now it's asking me this branch is one commit ahead of. So whatever commits was there in his, right, it's ahead of it by one commit. I can do one thing. See, I can sync the fork, or I can give contribute also. Contribute is basically you are letting, see, after doing all the changes, right? After doing all the changes, what do you do is, after doing whatever work you wanted to do, after doing all the changes and pushing it into your local, into your remote GitHub profile, then you can go into contribute and open pull request. So when I open pull request, right, that is when this person, I'll show you in the diagram, when I open pull request, that is when the owner, actual owner, will get a pull request. He will get to know that I have done all the changes and it's working fine. So that is when I am creating a pull request. So what is this? I'll be creating a pull request. So then this request will be visible to this owner. Okay, and then he will look at the changes that I've done and will decide whether he needs the changes or not. If he doesn't need, he can add comment and reject it. Else he can take it, he can merge it. Okay, so let me show you how to complete the pull request. Let me show you how to complete the pull request. See, I'll have to add a title saying what I've done. I'll have to add a description saying what I have done in the project and then create pull request. When creating pull request, you can create the pull request directly. Okay, after this, there will be a page that will be coming over here. Okay, which will be showing if the person has added comments or not. See, now this is a pull request that I created. Now that person, the owner, can add his or her comments and say me why he wants the project or why he doesn't want what I've done. Okay, it's upon him. He can add the comment also to say me why he doesn't want the changes. I can even close the pull request as well. There is no doubt in that. Okay. When I don't want, I can close the pull request as well and it'll come as stopped. I hope this is clear right so far. How can you do open source contribution? Is it clear?
Yes,
Is it clear?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. So any doubts so far? Abhinandan, any doubts so far? If you have any, please do let me know.
Yeah.
Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Okay, it's clear, right? Why is this pull request? Why is this forking? Why is this cloning? Everything is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
What is this rebasing? What is this merging? Merging, rebasing, you'll have to try out with some of the example. Only then you'll be getting to know it clearly. Okay, we have done all these. Forking, pushing, pull request is also done. What is pull request? You know it now. What is cloning? What is forking? What is the difference between these? Forking is basically you are getting the repository which is there in someone else's profile into your profile, GitHub account. Cloning is basically from your GitHub account itself, you are getting that particular code into your particular local system. Okay. So what is rebase, what is merge, what is squash, everything is done. Branch, what is branch, you know? I hope all these things are clear, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So for today, from today onwards, right, if I'm taking classes, I'll be taking only for 1 hour, okay? Because in one of the feedback, I had got feedback saying that 1 hour class is more than enough. So that's the reason why I'll be creating a list, to-do list for each day. And each day I'll be completing those tasks or those topics on that day. If you have any doubts, you can ask me for the last 5 minutes. If you have any doubt now, you can ask me.
Ma'am, when will we start from like Java basics? Like what?
Okay, I wanted to, like, this was demo, right? So that's the reason why I did not take that. So once today we have finished with Git and GitHub, right? From tomorrow we can start with it. And weekends there won't be any classes, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Okay.
Yes.
So from tomorrow we can start. I just wanted to know because nobody has, okay, Aditi has also joined. Okay, then let me ask, do you guys want it in Java or do you want it in some other language? Which one do you guys prefer? Just be frank and say what you feel.
It's fine, ma'am. In Java, we'll learn.
Okay, you guys already know Java.
Little bit, I know. Not
Okay, Aditi, what about you? Aditi, am I audible? Aditi, I'll show you one of this one, okay, website that I usually see or use to know what is the rating for each language. And that website is called as, sorry, okay. Yeah, that website is called as TOB, something like this, TOB. So if you give TOB index for August 2025, right? You'll get to know what is the rating for each and every language that is there. For August 2025, for example, here you can see August 2025, Python is almost having a rating of 26.14. Okay. From the previous year, there is almost 8% change. And for C++, 9.18%. That means this much usage is there. Okay, adoption is happening and there is a negative percentage. For C, 9.03 percentage of people are using it. And there is once again a negative percentage. Whereas for Python from the last year, right, there is almost plus 8.10 percentage increase. That means plus 8% increase has been found who are using where adoption to Python is happening. For Java also, there is a decrease 0.58%. Now, based on this, you can see what the future is. Okay, where the future will be, what the future is, you'll easily get to know looking at this particular ratings. Okay, so Python is something which is adopted everywhere. There is a change of plus 8 percentage also. You can see the graph how Python is being used. So based on this, you can decide whether in the next 5-10 years will it be Python, C, C++, Java, C Sharp, JavaScript, or whatever it is. You can just plan according to this. Okay. So don't be behind. Plan accordingly. I just wanted to show you this because I usually do this. I am a big Java fan. Okay. I'm a big Java fan. I love Java. I've been coding in Java. I've got placement also using Java language itself. I was able to code, lead code, everything I was doing in Java itself. But now in my company, I am using Python and I'm completely into AI/ML because they don't want Java at all in my company. Okay. Because my company is automobile company. They need something which is related to electronics or they need something which is AI/ML. So Java is of no use for me now, which is a very sad thing because I was very strong at it. But no problem. See, what I'm saying is each time you'll have to adopt. Requirement can be different, so you'll have to adopt according to the requirement. Don't start loving or falling in love with a particular language because that will hurt you. Okay, so from tomorrow onwards, we can start with problem solving. Is that fine?
Yes, ma'am.
And just let me know, do you guys need me to teach you from the scratch everything syntax and then go for the problem solving, or do you want me to start directly solving problems? What do you prefer? Do you want me to teach you guys a language or directly take a problem and then explain the syntax and solve that problem? What do you guys think? Which is better? Like, which one do you prefer? If you already know a language, then it's fine. Directly solving problem is not a problem. Okay, I'll talk to Vishal sir about this and I'll let you know. Okay, from tomorrow we can start solving problems. Okay, for today it's done. I can leave. If you have any doubt, please do ask me. And from today it will be 1 hour class only, 1 hour session only. Okay, every day, not in the weekends. Other days you have classes.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye. You can leave.